Hey ladies, gents, and enemies, welcome to the stream, and today we are going to continue our journey through Zenless Zero, and starting the 2.2 story quest. I'm really interested in seeing how this one plays out, since it's gonna be mainly focused on the members of Obel's Squad. I know it's gonna have a lot to do with the Exaltus, and Idolsa is going to play a major role in it. So I'm very curious just to see what's going to happen in this chapter, just where the story is going to go after 2.1. And yeah, I'm excited to check it out. So yeah, let's begin. And I'm really looking forward to continuing this game, since like it's been like a little bit since I, played it, since, we last played. It was, like, last Sunday, in fact. Hi, ma'am, welcome. Finish up history homework, but I'm here hanging out while I work. Ooh, good luck with that. Hope that does, be a good job on that. Alright, so, without further ado, let's, start the quest, right here. No, that's the wrong one. No, like, it's the wrong quest, Alright, okay, back up here. There we go. Alright, chapter 2, the impending... Stupid lag. Okay, now, okay. There we go. Right, start. And talk to Fufu. Oh, it's you, Junior. Did you need something from me? What's up? You look like you want to say something. Come on, tell me. I've got your back. Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you, Senior. Has Belle been coming to see you a lot lately? Oh, you're asking about that? Well, since I flunked arithmetic, cramming at the last minute wasn't gonna cut it anymore. So I asked Junior Belle to tutor me. Belle is tutoring you, Senior? What do you mean? I tell Fufu about my recent observations. While Belle goes to see Fufu, she often brings snacks. No matter how you look at it, Belle seems more like the one asking for favors. And, Senior, you're answering everything so smoothly just now. Looks like Belle was prepared for this. Whoa, I can't believe you figured that out! You siblings combined must have like 1,000 tricks up your sleeves. Sounds like an admission. Alright, I'll tell you. It's about the perception technique. Although Shifu taught Belle the perception technique already, the flow of energy in her body hasn't been smooth. So I'm trying to figure out a way to help her. She didn't tell me anything at all. Hey now, don't worry. Your little sister's just moving at her own pace. Even if you're blood relatives, everyone's different, you know? Junior Belle said she didn't want to hold you back. Since she got trapped in the hollow once before when her aptitude had yet to recover, she was worried you overthink things. That's why it helped keep it from you. I see. Is there anything I can help with? She's been making crazy progress these days. She'll get the hang of it in no time. Just act like nothing's up, okay? Oh, if you got time, could you grab me some Wu-Tang root from Peace Hoball? There's an old recipe from Yunquei Summit that combines Wu-Tang root with herbs into paste with other herbs into paste to make meridian flow patches. They boost blood circulation and work wonders with perception technique. I plan to get Belle some too. Thanks, Senior. I'll go get those herbs right now for you right away. Alright, so we go to Peaceful this way. And yeah, I think I might have been there a couple of times before, right? Oh, no, this is a different building. Okay. Shelbu isn't near the shop entrance. Is he grabbing medicine inside? Come to think of it, I can faintly hear voices coming from within. Auntie Feng, I had no idea your husband and Grand Shifu were fellow disciples back in the day. Yeah, an unexpected bond indeed. That's right, even though I left the sect later on, our bonds remain strong. You Shifu's generation of disciples. We practically watched them grow up, you know. Such a shame about young Yingzhang. Gone too soon. I heard she exhausted her life force, using the Qingming sword to save Waifei Peninsula. The Qingming sword is a legendary weapon beyond compare. To harness such power, one must be willing to pay the price. Hasn't been easy, that's for sure. But from what you just told me, the Qingming sword has found a new master. Looks like the Yonghui Summon's legacy is in good hands. Yes, very good indeed. Referring to Geisheng Gong. Well, I'm so glad we're gonna finally meet in the next batch when we get there. Your medicine is ready. Please take care. Shinyo Wise, what are you doing here? I'm here to pick up some medicine. Are you alright, Senior? Are you unwell? Nothing major. I just have been sleeping well, so I'm here to get some medicine. It's an old problem. What are you here for, Junior? Wu-Tang root. Sorry, but we're currently out of Wu-Tang root. Next week, restock. Please come back then. Huh? Does it really take that long? Hey, young master, don't worry. You can axe around Silent Bay. The Wu-Tang root grows by the water, and while it's used as medicine, us locals often dry it out and use it in dishes. But using Wu-Tang root as medicine isn't quite the same as using it for food. Not sure if that'll work for you. Shoot, I'm not sure about that either. Junior, you must be after the Wu-Tang root to make meridian flower patches, right? The kind used for foods should be sufficient. It's just that older Wu-Tang root are better. If you think having them isn't... if you haven't seen them in person before, they can be tricky to identify. If you don't mind, I can come with you. Yes, please. Thanks, Senior. Let's go then. Quite a chill way to start the patch so far. Go to Silent Bay. Oh, you know what? We can just go to the mission tab. Yeah, and just get there the easy way. Yeah. Save a little bit of time. Hey, Wise, what brings you to Silent Bay? I want to buy some Wu-Tang root. You need Wu-Tang root? We've got plenty at home. My mom dried a bunch, though that stuff's bitter. Tastes awful if you ask me. We're buying this for medicine, not as a snack. Oh, that sounds okay. Wise, come over to my place and get them. You fixed my toy before, I won't charge you anything. Plus, it's better if you eat more. It saves me from my mom trying to force them on me every day. Later, near Mellow's place. It's in the box down here. Hold on, let me move these things on top. Evil. Ah, bugs! Watch out, they're centipedes. Several giant centipedes led on Mellow's arm, and both Yi Sheng and you instinctively rush to help. Senior Ye brushes the centipedes off with his sleeve, but you got that nibble and get a nasty bite on your wrist. Not long after. Ouch. That bump looks pretty painful. I'm sorry, Rice. It's my fault you got hurt. I got careless. It's fine. I can handle it. Junior, you were quick to react back then, but since you usually live in the city, you probably haven't dealt with critters much. You can't be grabbing centipedes with your bare hands. Luckily, you're not allergic, and I just applied some ointment. Should be all healed up for 3 or 4 days. Hold up. Don't hide your wrists in your sleeve. That won't help it recover, and sleeve rubbing against the swollen area will just make it feel worse. Haha, I bet Wise doesn't want to know anything about it. That embarrassing time he tried to grab a centipede with his bare hands. That's hardly embarrassing. Sigh. Mello, do you happen to have any gauze at home? Am I bringing some over? Yeah, just give me a sec. I'll adjust the house. Show me that wound first. I'll patch you up, then you can put your sleeve down. Senior. I'm wondering earlier why you need meridian flow patches when you've already mastered a perception technique. That makes sense. You were preparing them for your sister, weren't you? Senior, can I ask you a favor? To keep everything that happened today from Junior Bell? Don't worry, my lips are sealed. You agreed so quickly. I thought you'd tell me to come clean. Senior Fufu and Junior Yinhu might tell you to just tell the truth, but me, I have a younger sister too, so I know these things are actually hard to talk about with family. Ugh, ain't that the truth? You have a little sister? Is she a disciple of Yunkree Summit? Yeah. We joined a sect together as kids, but unlike me, she was far more talented. You're being too modest, Senior. I'm not being modest here. I used to slap on those meridian flow patches all the time back in the day. That's how I got so good at picking out the right herbs. Got him! Brought the gauze and scissors! As you are talking, Mello comes running back. Senior Ye first treats your wounds, then helps you pick out some roots. Alright, we're all done here. Let's head back to Swabian Temple. Big Bro Wise, come hang out with us again sometime. Alright, so we go back to... Great, I think I might destroy my navigation. Okay, let's try that again. I just completely lost my track. Okay. Get back over here. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Wise! Where'd you run off to? Been looking everywhere for you. You weren't even picking up your phone. Oh, what's up? Shoot, my phone was on silent. The videotape inventory at home wasn't adding up. Took me over to find where your logbook was, but it's all good now. Sorry, Junior Bell. I was at Peace World picking up some medicine. I ran into Junior Rice there, and he helped me sort through the herbs. Thanks for helping me carry the medicine. I'll hand the routine route to Senior Fufu, so you don't have to worry about it. Thanks, Senior. I'll leave it to you. After that, Senior Ye leaves. Senior Ye went to Peace Harbor to get medicine. Could it be because he's having trouble sleeping? You know about that too? Yeah, I heard about that from Senior Yenhu. Seems like Senior Ye's problem isn't just insomnia or being a light sleeper. He's been having constant night terrors. Is there something bothering him? I don't know. Weiss, you guys get medicine together. Didn't you chat about anything during that time? Come to think of it, Senior Ye mentioned that he has a sister. She's also a disciple of Yunkree Summit. Wow, really? I wonder if Senior Ye's sister looks like him. Maybe we'll get a chance to meet her someday. Oh shoot, it's almost time for Fufu's arithmetic tour during session. I better get going. Yeah, you better hit those works hard. Yeah. Wait, I'm not the one working hard. Senior Fufu's the one who should be working hard. Alright, I'm out. Bye-bye. Alright, Belle has something to say. Wait, okay, Belle's still over here. Belle's looking at a message from someone. Her face turns serious. The kind of look that says, Here comes another tough job. Practice instincts are telling you to turn and walk away. Why, it's perfect timing. I feel like I've heard that before. The mayor sent a message earlier saying, "Give me a call when both of you siblings are together." An official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Okay, what does Mayor Maryflower have to say? Simulated signals from city administration surged through the encrypted line. After a few seconds of whispering white noise, a familiar image and voice emerged from the audio-visual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Compared to the air quality issue, the air in the city isn't much better.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by
Right,
the
there's definitely
exaltists.
still a thing.
Miasma is a natural byproduct within the hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence.
Yeah, we definitely
in the
getting
region.
somewhere with the recent activity we had with the Exaltus. But the root of the Exaltus is evil. To kill Snake, you have to cut off the head.
But the Exaltus actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula. And the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Right.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived.
Oh, really?
Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens.
Oh, asthma
and
trains.
businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Wi-Fi Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in.
Which
A
player
defense
is
force
that?
unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Wi-Fi Peninsula over the past few days, imposing
Oh, wait a minute,
temporary
is that
military
gonna be
control
Ogle
to
Squad?
investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force. What's with this new player showing up all of a sudden?
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula before. So why'd they show up now?
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources,
Good to
he has a
know.
close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power game between Tops and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon,
It's time for the protagonist to take the stage.
Yes. Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute.
That's a lot
Mayor
of
Mayflower's
titles.
wondrous right hand, The one
I
who
mean, to be
saved
fair,
the
we have
Void
done a
Hunter from the
lot of
brink
the
of collapse.
game, so I can't say
It's
I'm
my time to
surprised
shine
by all
again, right?
those titles.
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Forces unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you.
Yeah,
I
and
believe they
we
can be a
did just
trustworthy source of support. Their commanding
have
officer
some
this
help
time
in
is Missy Zolda,
2.1.
who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
Absolutely.
So, we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as special holotech advisors and the mayor's special envoy for military operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
Never thought I'd hear Mayflower say that. About the intel on our teacher. Oh crap, not lag again.
By the way, we came across a
I
few
seriously
scattered
need to look
clues
at the
about our
lag on my
teacher in the
DualSense.
last mission,
Ridiculous.
but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still
Sadly.
no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to. You both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, thanks, Mayor. Taking down the Exaltists, the Defense Force. Looks like this job won't be easy. I hope we don't run into any trouble. But hey, we get to team up with Obel Squad again. Soldier 11 and Trigger would be happy to see you two. Right, Rise? And of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. But before heading out, maybe we should let Yishun, Shifu, and others know. Sounds like serious oh yeah, it definitely is. Yep, this game is full of a lot of it. Okay, explain the situation to Yishun Shifu. I've been expecting you, Wise. Don't give me that Yishun Shifu is all-knowing look. I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. Seems that really was why you're here. Young Grace Summit is only on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in the Defense Force affairs. Which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. I won't bring shame to the sect. Shaming the sect is the least of your worries. The Exaltists play dirty, and the Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. That's why you have to act with the utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Alright, Swabian Temple isn't going anywhere. Get a good night's rest here tonight, then go take care of what you need to do. Remember, if you get into any trouble out there, just give them your Shifu's name. Okie dokie, Yishuren. You carefully calibrate the HDD device in Swabian Temple's inner chamber and spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters. Before you realize it, night has already fallen. Alright, talk to Belle one more time before going to bed. The Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with the Obel Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are within the Lemnian Hollow. We're meeting in the Hollow? That's right, the Defense Force wants us to link up with Obel Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Obel Squad and to test our compatibilities as the Mayor's special envoys. I spent the whole afternoon tuning the HDD device. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Alright, time to go to sleep. And enter immersive stories. So, Chapter 3 of Season 2 begins. Did not go gentle into that good night. In a dream made of some electrical impulse and pneumatic signals in Makis' memory. Oh, we're seeing something from Makis in the,
The Hollow hit city center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian
Whoa.
Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating
Wait,
civilians
is that
and
Isolde?
transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup. Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup.
Wait a minute, this...
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back. I'm from Yunkoi Summit.
Oh!
We'll hold
He's
the line
wrong.
from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, we can still save them. And the civilians, they're
This
right
is during
behind
the Hello
us.
Zero disaster.
We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
So, is this the end?
Oh,
Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain Magus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Okay, so how exactly did Max...
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep
So
in my
Magus was
memory
human
module.
before. How did she become
So,
that?
were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus,
Mood.
you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me,
I was about to say, isn't she
kinda
your
hard
tail?
not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
You
Are
think?
intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Alright. Oh, we actually get to... Wait a minute, are we actually going to get to play as Ophi? Oh, we get to play as Ophi. Nice. Captain Magus, Squad Member Ophi. I've been waiting for you here. You left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Ophi. Huh? But you were the one who woke up late. I told you, that was necessary system checks and maintenance. Uh-huh. That's what who's just making excuses. No, getting to position early to cover the squad mates is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in the Opal squad for being late. Alright, oh wait, there's Seed and Soldier 11. Opal squad, assemble! So, Captain Magus. Everyone, even after everything, even after all this time, Soldier 11 has remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Huh? Aren't I a model soldier? You Seed, you are a soldier too. Okay, slight read there. If you joined a scout seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past, something about being in a scouts. If I wasn't so busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Seed, Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get a chance to become honored ones. That was a very specific amount of time you said there, Soldier 11. The members of Opal Squad are gathered around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
And into the Hollow we go, it seems.
The Exaltists have long plagued
Whoa.
White Bay Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Split Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation Codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Oh, this is a good to play as Magus. I mean, Ophi. Ophi and Magus. Okay, Orphe and Magnus are on field. Yeah, this is good because I gotta learn how to play as them. When Orphe and Magus are off field, they can unleash different aftershock attacks based on their energy and recovery bottled heat. With sufficient bottled heat, hold that button to unleash EX special attack heat charge, granting the whole squad the zeroed in effect, which boosts their abilities. Alright.
Blitz Squad in position.
Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Ooh.
Copy, Captain Magus. Aegis reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective? Rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. They've got Oboe Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Oh, so what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
Yeah, I get that.
At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
And here we are.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Those are just some long titles. Just call me Lord Phaethon.
You can call me Lord Phaethon. I'm only kidding. I thought that might lighten the mood. Just call me Proxy.
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Well, I'd be
Trigger
called
was definitely
infamous.
talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Oboe Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Hero from the underworld. Sounds pretty cool.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Oboe's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
So as long as you're standing by the right values.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Well, hero or not.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Oboe Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Don't worry, I won't fall behind. Crap. And we've run into our first group of
There are
Exaltists.
more enemies than we expected.
Yay!
Agent Squad, report your status! Agent Squad, come in!
They don't sound like doing good.
Still no response.
Electromagnetic interference is pretty common in hollows. The interference patterns suggest this could be intentional jamming by the Exaltists.
Provide cover fire! The enemy reinforcements just keep coming!
Lit Squad is pinned down! Agent Squad, do you copy?
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent Squad!
Speed and the others should be okay.
The fastest way to restore comms is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Feels like the miasma around us is getting thicker.
Your activities.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Hello! Oh, wait a minute, we actually get to play as seat here. Cool! After a basic attack, fourth hit, dodge counters, quick assist, or assist follow-up, hold or press the attack button to activate falling petals slaughter. With sufficient seal charge, press attack basic attack after a falling petals slaughter to have the seed use falling petals downfall, deal massive damage. Alright.
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Lit Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
Wow!
No,
Oh
the
man!
speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests. Good riddance.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
The enemy control room is just ahead. It's packed with communications gear.
Okay, now we can open it. Found the chamber switch. I'll turn it off. As soon as the switch flips down, the hum of a machine somewhere in the comms room comes to a halt.
Agent Squad, come in!
Aegis reporting in! We read you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
To see, it'll fail. Ethereals keep emerging from the miasma!
They sure have a large reserve.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system!
And shut it down, we will. It's the switch linked to the ether transmission device. A successful decryption signal flashes from Seed Senior's data port, and the once turbulent ether in the transmission system grows still.
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
We eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point.
Copy that.
Time for us to show them what we've got, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Oh, how?
Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining
wait a
enemies.
minute.
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully secured a data copy from the control room.
Oh, wait, this is...
Excellent. That about does it for our recon objectives. Meet up at the target location.
This is obscure.
Copy that. Aegis out.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Seed Senior?
Silence in the air.
What's that supposed to mean, Seed? Also, how does Seed not know about... What is Seed's origin if she doesn't even know what coffin... I know she's kind of lacking in knowledge of stuff, but, how does she not know what coffin is? This is an ether research device built by Porcelumix. Alice calls it Obscura. Obscura? That was in the report we handed over to Commander Isolde. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exaltus is bound to be suspicious. I felt something ominous, too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some information on it? You'll get that intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. What a difficult person to work with. Don't be so discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. I've been around the captain for a while and still think, keep moving. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely sounds like Magus is quite a person to, be around. Oh, great! Platforming level, let's go! I think it's platforming.
The unknown device. Now analyzing.
Nice.
Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array.
Oh, this is quite different than the other
By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy.
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
That's quite an accusation to throw at
Communication
him,
structure
Magus.
analysis. 50% complete.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 woo. Man, that was a little nerve-wracking. And there we go. That was easy. Weird how the music's not... We had a platforming music that's playing.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumix. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumix? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone in the company is bad.
Yeah, only just like suspicious people within
Even if they're
Porcelumix.
not all bad, Funny still played a part in this.
That may be true, but most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Wow, really? Man, yeah, Maddie's like... This is definitely pretty...
Scouting? All
true
clear.
person. That's a pretty rigid way of viewing things. These obstacles are blocking each squad's path to a rendezvous point. Let's clear them while we wait for them. Yes, Captain Magus.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation. I was just doing my duty.
Here they are.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You are...
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember.
Yep, I remember too.
Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Who's Seed Senior?
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs.
Oh, okay.
You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field.
What kind of scent?
Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking.
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Sounds
sure
like a
Helios
lie.
Academy is kind of different.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
You're not much better, Soldier 11.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
You can say
Birds of
that
a feather
again.
flock together, as they say.
Obel
The
Squad is
Proxy
definitely an
wasn't
eclectic group.
complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as the commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
Leave it to me. Time for the Proxy's magic to shine.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
Yeah, I think we are. They won't be able to escape. It's weird how I'm talking in a third person, like I'm speaking to Wise's perspective, when like Wise and Bell are like much more like less self-insert as other gacha game protagonists. They won't be able to escape. I'm Phaethon after all.
I got this.
Whoa!
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Oh!
Confirm the number of enemies.
Oh, there were sacrifices in there. Oh, look, Alpha Squad go!
2, 1.
Squad. All enemies eliminated.
Oh man, they're really cool. Amid the thunderous stomps of heavy machinery, the shrill oh, never
The
mind.
rambling old man is a little seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
I can see
Do
why
all
you
the
subscribe as an
Exaltists
unhinged
talk like
priest.
this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
That's how the Exaltists operate.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows
members
without
be
rhyme or
like that.
reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down, Captain Magus.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high energy lasers.
It's true.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon, specifically the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
I don't need any labels or definitions.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's something urgent that needs our attention right now.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelunex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yphae Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian
How are we all
division
supposed
could
to deal
deal with that
with
many
300
monsters.
of Obscura?
The entire
And then 300
Obsidian division
sacrifices.
just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
There's a problem. The situation isn't that bad yet.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
May not be that powerful, but they are certainly
Did
cunning.
you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point, but there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division is already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
Watch out for a last-ditch counterattack. They won't go down.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
In the depths of the Lemnian Hollow, where even the Proxy's eyes couldn't pierce the darkness. Sarah! And as an NPC this time around, we actually get to see a model. Well, model within the game, so I mean, technically we have been seeing that one cutscene from the end of 1.4, but that was just in a cutscene. Anyway, the military's operation has started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Every action leads us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. But the Defense Force has overwhelming numbers, and if we've taken heavy losses lately, with what little strength we have left, we don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the Defense Force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. That's right, because I unfortunately do know one spoiler, going into this patch, which I even didn't even know was like, going to be like a spoiler, because that guy was like, wait a minute, until I actually started 4.1, 2.1, I was like, wait a minute, and, you know, I'll explain when I get there. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, we've already run. 1. May the Creator refine you. May the Creator refine me. The Obsidian Division has temporarily taken over Seagaze Road as our base of operations. This will be our staging area for the upcoming mission, but there seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. Alright, anything Trigger has to say? Thank goodness you're okay, Proxy. When you and the captain were surrounded by enemies, I really was worried about you both. My bullet almost didn't make it in time. Don't worry about me. Protecting you, Proxy, is our top priority. I mean, protecting citizens like you, Proxy. Orphe may still seem a little hesitant at times, but she's actually a skilled and brave soldier. Captain Magus comes out so harsh and short-tempered, but she's the kind of person who would risk everything for a squad and for a new Eridu. Or rather, she already has. I am curious, like, what is the deal with both Orphe and Magus? It's like, definitely curious to know about this too. If it wasn't for Seed and Trigger shutting down the Exaltus' equipment, the captain and I would have been in for one hell of a fight. I mean, I was a big help, but Trigger and Seed Senior were just as important. The Exaltus systems were pretty basic. It just took a little tinkering to shut them down. Your ability to handle machines so effortlessly is amazing, Seed. I wonder if I could learn to do so well. Oh man, excuse me. With enough practice. It's talent, pure talent. I can always sense it. You've got a similar gift, right, Proxy? I mean, I like to think I do.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Ogle Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus' scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Oval? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
Captain Magus said,
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
but Captain Magus has actually been very cooperative.
She's not the most soft-spoken. But Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Man, she's so stubborn.
I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about
What's
it?
so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
Not everything is black and white.
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Clearly.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Okay. Major General?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Okay. Adjustant, sir. Adjustant? Adjustant. Adjustant, sir. Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me to the Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Follow the adjutant's lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent and on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation
He
was
looks
a
a little
success.
sketchy.
However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
I'm very sorry, Wise. You can't get your help, and this is how you're treated. Life in the military just comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Rollins was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it. To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track. And I want you to stay on that other track, please. I want to know more. I get. You gotta say that stuff later on. But the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Obel Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. After briefing you on a military operation, Zilde takes her leave.
Huh?
Talk about rude. All Defense Force generals is unpleasant. Restrictions with going out and contacting the outside world. Yes, we'll be a prisoner. But if we're just going back down to rest at Cerebian Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? Attempt to return to Cerebian Temple. Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. Argue with facts and logic. I don't know who you are, but there is no argument to be had. Orders are orders. Facts and logic. Argument draws attention of several nearby soldiers. Are you okay, Wise? Comrade, this is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect. Mayor Wise got taken down by not. Just following orders. Under soldier duty, I understand where the soldier's coming from. Hope you understand, Crimson Gloom. I'm offering to withdraw with a head held high. Oh, great.
Captain! Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed!
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
So you're really that eager to see me tortured?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
It's only explained the Major General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just... so...
That's terrible!
Joker, were you about to say it's good?
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
There's no point in fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker. Well, like and that's a wild movement.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I understand.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
With comms on movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Lucky I can still reach out to Bell and Fairy through the HDD without the Defense Force noticing. Right, as I'm thinking about this. Proxy, don't look so down. It's time for Opal's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial, so you launch out by proxy, go right ahead. But I don't have any equipment on me. Not that I could fix anything even if I did. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on you on the proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like, the proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, proxy. C can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. Magus does not hold back, does she? Almost Squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance inspection. On duty. Seed member? Seed. First up, expansion, Mercury. Mercury here? Let me take a look and see if this cute little Colby's got anything wrong with it. I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. I remember to check those parts for plates. Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Hey! Next up, Trigger Sniper Rifle. I'm contacting you again, Seed. I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape. Just like always, Trigger. The sniper's weapon is still on the battlefield after all. Boring. Now it's Orpheus and Captain Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain, and quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt due to the captain's reckless fighting style. The captain gives her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As with Captain Magus, you're using that natural oil again, aren't you? So you can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa, are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into Proxy's eyes. Possible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through the HDD. That can't be possible, right? Change the subject. Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems go. Inspection complete. We were just looking for an excuse to stare into Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest to make sure your gear service at your armory. Hey Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes too. Don't tell me Seed knows about the whole weird thing with the eyes. Tin offers some cover for the goals of the stage and reestablish a connection with HD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Harry, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant
So,
can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
You're just like kids.
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I'll send over the data from my eyes right away.
I saw some new data with my eye implant in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy-wise, just like always.
As always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Opal Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Bet meeting you feels so foreign. You hardly rest well that night. As with all things, it eventually passes. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Ophi and Seed's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Is that little one you brought back from the Hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bangboo squad seems to have been attacked. I see the Bangboo's distress signal and rushed over. Well, what about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of laying down, laying there. Let's pay our respects. This Bangboo probably recorded what happened when they ran to the enemy, but it's badly damaged. We have any technicians at base? Let me fix the Bangboo. I'm a technician. Proxy, you know how to fix a Bangboo? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. Alright, There we go.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed!
That's unsettling. Gunshots ring out from a distance.
We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltis troops in disguise?
Gunfire echoes all around.
No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down.
Oh man.
We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup.
The deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. The gunfire and voices gradually fade away. Everything returns. Right noise grows louder, skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Footage ends abruptly here. The Bangboo recording the data seeming like those soldiers crawling out of miasma. They look like the dead brought back to life. The dead, but they are dressed in military gear from the old capital, stuff from 11 years back. They truly are the dead returned. How could they be ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting right at their own squad mates? They're not the undead. More like some kind of miasma creatures. Excuse me. So, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers mean the Creator, the enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force, might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape. There's just no way the Exaltus should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Together with Opal Squad, you briefly slow down what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Opal Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
How could someone ignore the Colonel's orders?
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
Also, props to Dawn and Bennett for
arguing with my
being able to
superior
switch between
won't do
Orphe's
any
and
good.
Magus's voice like that.
So
That's
if we want the raid to stay
special
on track,
range.
we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
I won't let you down.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Oboe never fails a mission.
This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltus bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Oboe Squad, move out. Seriously, what is the deal with, like, Magus being
The
untouchable?
unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
The intel may not be complete.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
You really trust her?
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Oboe Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Alright.
The Defense Force people are here. Yeah. Who goes there?
Defense Force people.
Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them.
Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
We will take point. Oops, I can't really control my strength.
Man, he's late. Wait, oh, okay, this. Encrypted data documents detected on this device. Accessing. Answering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld. Cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the defenseful soldiers would fight for us. The Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too are blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. Files stored in this device are incomplete. Remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers. But those ones emerging from demise mode were wearing 11-year-old uniforms and they died protecting New Eridu. These exhausted scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. Approaching footsteps have everyone guard. But then what they see ahead is sight of allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
Just as expected. So really all under
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flanks so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Yes.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. We can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
What?
It'll be A-okay.
Man, anything related to Major General, definitely sus.
Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troop sure is surprisingly good for messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
believe we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Well, here's hoping. Encrypted documents detected on this state device accessing it. We might be working with Post and Lumix, but they aren't exactly saints. They sacrificed everything for profit. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Truth is, Violet and Seer, without one of course it does. There's a record of hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Of all places, the data has to be missing a crucial part. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city, because what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but destruction they planted on purpose to mislead us. Still, it's clear the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's units acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on. And we gotta just to see what the rest of that message is like.
Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Oval Squad's been waiting for. Maximum firepower!
Leave it to Seed. It'll...
The target's exposed.
Keep your balance, Dorothy!
Pierce right through.
Firepower and maximum!
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
What? Why are they here?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
This must be Mr. I know this boss.
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
You know that I'm the envoy?
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
To about troops, Lawrence and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to.
You can say that again, Orphe.
Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
The reason they were here...
This place is not only a key Exaltis stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Someone illuminate Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. Great Overseer. The Defense Force took the bait, just as planned, and they're feeling proud of themselves. Perfect. They wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he has already claimed enough victories. There won't be enough throwing major forces. It won't be throwing major forces at us anymore. The price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the group you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it were for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. That greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you're still open to the path of the Creator. Still open the path to the Creator, weren't you, Great Overseer? I wandered in confusion along this path more than once. The whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means, your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Faithin is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily, and that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn on our side. I've noticed that youngster might be an unexpected variable, but I already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Not back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Jason left us echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. This is Finn's face so lively. What's going on? Around now, as the soldiers know. Oh, a new face. Not you from either. You must be the outside help for what was again? Hostile squad? Thanks for the brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjacent. We secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land that big win, but you still played the part. Stay silent. So look, looks like we're a victor here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. Really laying on it. I'm no big shot or anything. Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the Mayor and the Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. The Major General's forces are what they will reclaim a significant cache of Porcelum without incident. The assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltis, which are in fact Porcelumix's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I am just a shrewd, profit-minded trader. And I know... Excuse me. There's some bad blood between you and the Major General, but that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. About Post-Lumix and Exaltus. It's true that certain individuals within Post-Lumix, including Mr. Ferox's team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltus. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with a Major General support, we tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Post-Lumix is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltus, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly post-lum, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing the risk. The risk? Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that Obscura can pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Whitefree Peninsula for public safety. It's getting too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Whitefree Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Okay, explain the situation to Magnus. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already playing the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major Forces believes key members of the Exaltus have been wiped out and their base clear. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. Never thought victory would come so easily. The Exaltus won't be that easy. What about the Obscura in the city? We faced the Exaltus more times than anyone. Proxy, your insight is valuable. You can still get Obsidian Division can't keep putting resources chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking out intel and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Whitefree Peninsula. We're staying on guard here to protect civilians until everyone's been evacuated and Obscura and the city have been cleared. Thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura and across the city before the operation began too. Did the Colonel know about the risks of the Obscura all along? Since everyone's taking a break, why didn't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camper. Empty Captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing through the night around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with two soldiers. The crowd settles into its quarters. The troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Whitefree Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
Cheers rise up from the gathered soldiers.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
The cheers erupt once more.
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltus stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltus leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltus will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltus suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Well, as fate then, I have no right to start moving forward. Excuse me, Mr. Special Envoy? You're gonna ask me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. From Tops? Don't ask me about this specifics. You just to go see for yourself. What does someone from Tops want to see me about? Wait, Damien! What are you doing here, Damien? You meet with Damien after dark and film in on what Lucros is doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
So you're in a pretty risky position as well.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquei Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquei Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Just as Damien finishes speaking, a small figure suddenly springs. Oh, Zhao!
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
Zhao, okay.
It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from Tops, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
The Krampus Compliance Authority? Is that the name of the
Nice
company?
to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within Tops? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart.
Oh, okay.
However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
So you really are a disaster. Isn't this what kept Tops standing so strong all the time?
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason Tops has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Hopefully, he should turn out to be your savior.
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Michelle, the Krampus member, turns and walks off with Damien in a tow. She may be small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the deceitful Damien beside her. It's getting late. Let's head back to the inn and get some rest. That also explains why, Damien and Zhao, like, I usually see them together, like some promos. Like, of course, her Tiny Giant MV, which is, oh, fantastic. I love that MV. Proxy. It's not time to sleep yet. Came all this way with Squad Member C to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Special night op? Phillips and your seat, Proxy. Shh, move quietly and stay low, just like a sniper. Seed and Trigger quietly creep up behind Olfie and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphe!
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
Accomplice?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh, then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
I'll take care of those lemon-flavored chips. I can...
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in.
In the Sea Breeze of Waifu Peninsula, a team of Obel Squads to finish off the lemon-flavored chips. That sounds so delicious. Lemon-flavored chips. I need to see if... that sounds so delicious. As night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambush Orphe, return to the squad space. As you're about to leave, Orphe calls out to you.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
About Magus?
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust you, Orphe.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can.
You can trust me, just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission.
So it's a gunner like an artificial soldier? Kind of like Ambi? And the other soldiers from Silver Squad, like Soldier 11? Is that it?
In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier.
So she's a clone.
And designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus.
Oh, wait a minute. So Orphe is a clone of that... of Mac? Huh. Okay.
The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person.
Oh, man.
But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations.
That's true.
As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
I believe in you, Proxy. Oh, I got kids' chests. The brief single disruption communication with HUD is re-established. How are the calculations going, Fairy?
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally! The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Ah, an unexpected challenge. Looks like we need to find help elsewhere.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishuan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you exaggerating things?
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
All we can do now is wait for help from Yunquei Summit.
All we can do now is pray that Rinquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltus might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
Just about to fall asleep, that familiar chirping breaks your presence from slumber again.
Huh?
Is this Shifu's chinging bird? Chirp chirp! Your vision dims. Suddenly dims, but strangely you don't feel afraid. When you come to your senses, you've already been carried high up in the air by bird talons. Your body weightless like a feather dripping in the air one moment and heavily like a stone sinking in a lake the next. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived. Is this Swabian Temple?
I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister! By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Was that Yishuan Shifu's technique?
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
You lay out the intel calculated by Fairy, along with all accompanying suspicions and speculations for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Okay, return to Let's catch up everyone on Yunquei Summit. This job has been really tough on you, Wise. Senior sister is the best. Proxy you out there, senior sister is nothing. Those damn soldiers. How dare they lock up my junior?
Oh.
You still got your senior sister waiting for you, waiting up for you on the mountain. Can't help you getting kidnapped before you see her. I keep having these unsettling dreams lately, like something bad is about to happen. Whenever I'm on missions in my dense areas, I always hear these whispers. I'm a bit worried about you, and about your senior sister. My sister. It's not corruption symptoms, is it, senior? Have your recent missions been too much? So, let me help share the load. Don't worry so much. The sky could fall, and Shifu would handle it. We'll be okay. You're right. We've got Shifu. I'm a bit concerned about how much. Let me see how much time there is left. Because like, in the quest. Okay, see, it seems like, okay, we still have a ways to go. Because I'm on, but it seems like it's not gonna be for 30. So because we still have a ways to go, and, but probably isn't up for like a full 3-hour stream, for another 3-hour stream, I think, I might go ahead and end it here and do the rest, on Thursday. So, yeah, I would say really like Opal Squad on this. Opal Squad is kind of a fun group. I wasn't expecting to like, them overall as much as I did. I mean, I obviously love, like, Trigger, and I do have a liking for Soldier 11, but, like, I didn't expect to enjoy, Obi, Magus, and, Seed. I mean, Seed does kind of get a little bit on my nerves. I mean, her playstyle is fun. And there's a little bit of drama with the dynamic between Orphe and Magus, and, back to Orphe. That is really, really good. I like the concept of a clone soldier, so that's right up my alley. Yeah, curious to see how this, how this storyline goes. We'll be finished on Thursday, but anyway, thanks, for watching. We'll be back, on Wednesday with the finale, Final Fantasy VII Remake. At least I'm hoping I can finish it on Final Fantasy VII Remake on the next stream. Wait, see? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Keep on keeping on.